Hi, my name is Ben and you're watching Batarang to the Butt. This is part 4 of the Complete History of Maul. This particular video will be focusing on the finale of the Clone Wars, so please be aware there will be major spoilers. So Maul had recently suffered a serious defeat thanks to the forces of his old master, but luckily he had survived, and so along with his loyal super commandos he returned to Mandalore. The Pikes and Black Sun had recently abandoned Maul's Shadow Collective, but it didn't take long before they had come crawling back. They were also joined by a new group, called Crimson Dawn. They made a strong and powerful criminal alliance, but Maul had not always led them to victory. Furthermore, Maul ruling Mandalore had led to some unrest within its people. In fact, there was a group of Mandalorian rebels, led by Bo-Katan Kryze, who planned to overthrow him. Bo-Katan was the sister of Duchess Satine Kryze, one of the many victims of Maul's tyranny. The rebels believed that Mandalore should only be ruled by Mandalorians, and that Maul is not worthy to hold the title. So these rebels, along with former Jedi Padawan Ahsoka Tano, go to the Jedi Council for assistance. Unfortunately, it is a time of great turmoil for the Republic, and so no Jedi can be spared for this mission. But they aren't sent off alone. They are joined by Ahsoka's old ally, Clone Commander Rex, and together they lead a company of the 501st Legion of Clone Troopers to take Maul down, once and for all. Meanwhile, Maul had also begun having visions of the coming rise of the Galactic Empire, under his old master, Darth Sidious. Once upon a time, Maul was a key part of this plan, but those days are long gone. He had anticipated a confrontation from the Republic, but he planned the battle to be a trap for Jedi Master Obi-Wan Kenobi and his former apprentice, the Jedi Knight Anakin Skywalker. Maul wanted to finally take his revenge on Kenobi, and he wanted to kill Skywalker before he ever got the chance to become Sidious's new apprentice.
The dark side of the Force is a pathway to many abilities some consider to be unnatural.
So when Ahsoka shows up, Maul must recalculate his plans.
I was hoping for Kenobi. Why are you here?
After a very brief clash with Ahsoka, he makes his escape. He tells his syndicate leaders to go into hiding. He believes that the galaxy is about to be remade, and he plans to seize whatever power they can in the ensuing chaos. He also takes the time to realise that he and Ahsoka actually have a lot in common. They have both faced betrayal by their masters, which is to say that they had both been abandoned when they actually needed support the most. They have both lost faith in the systems that they have been living by.
I left voluntarily.
Yes, but you were motivated to leave by the hypocrisy of the Jedi Council. We were both tools for greater powers.
Maul knows that the world is about to change, and nothing can be done by the Jedi to stop it. Darth Sidious's plans were already in motion.
With your help, the Jedi can stop Sidious before it's too late.
Too late? For what? The Republic to fall? It already has, and you just can't see it. There is no justice, no law, no order, except for the one that will replace it. The time of the Jedi has passed. They cannot defeat Sidious. But together, you and I can.
He even offers Ahsoka a chance to join forces with him, as he recognises the potential in her, and they both want to bring down Sidious. She almost accepts to, but when Maul mentions Anakin's part in all of this, she stops.
He has long been groomed for his role as my master's new apprentice.
You lie.
She refuses to believe him. Her old master is a Jedi and a hero. He would never succumb to the dark side. Would he?
I pledge myself to your teachings.
Henceforth, you shall be known as Darth Vader.
Maul and Ahsoka end up locked in lightsaber combat, and to be honest, it is one of the coolest battles of the whole series. They even got Ray Park, the original actor, back to perform scenes using motion capture technology. It's pretty dope, and I appreciate the effort that was made. But anyway, Maul, as always, tries to escape, but this time he is properly captured by Ahsoka and her troopers. And so the seemingly victorious group board a ship back to Coruscant. Around this time there is a great disturbance in the Force, and both Maul and Ahsoka feel it. Anakin has turned to the dark side, and Sidious's master plans are coming into fruition. Maul was right. The galaxy will never be the same. Ahsoka is not fully aware of what has happened, but she knows that it's not good. However, things go from bad to much, much worse when Order 66 is executed. Order 66 was a top-secret clone protocol which automatically identified all Jedi as traitors to the Galactic Republic. A control chip, which had been installed in the brain of every single clone trooper, made it so that they could not resist or disobey. All across the galaxy, thousands of Jedi were killed by their own troops. Back on the ship, not even Ahsoka was immune to this. Although technically she was no longer a Jedi, her troops still turned on her because of her force-wielding abilities. During this chaos, she frees Maul. She had not changed her mind about joining him, but rather she wanted to use him as a distraction while she made her escape. Maul has no choice, so he unleashes hell upon the troopers. Although admittedly he is often defeated by his enemies, you have to admit that he's still pretty badass. This whole sequence proves that. But of course, in the end, he does what he does best, and he manages to slip away. But the Jedi Order is destroyed, and the Republic no longer exists. The Clone Wars are over and the Imperial era has begun, where Darth Sidious, aka Palpatine, has successfully risen to power as the Emperor, and together with his new apprentice, Darth Vader, he rules the galaxy. This is a whole new world. However, Maul had already begun to plan for it. He goes into hiding, but he does not relinquish control of his criminal empire. Instead, he pulls the strings from the shadows, while he stays hidden on Dathomir. 9 years into the Imperial era, in 10 BBY, he has managed to keep control of Crimson Dawn, though he now works through Dryden Voss. Voss is the public face of the group, but all decisions are made secretly by Maul. High-ranking members of Crimson Dawn can always be identified by the logo that they either wear or have branded upon them. There seems to be some tense relationships with other criminal organisations, which means that Maul is not as powerful as he once was. Crimson Dawn seems to be the last group that he has control over. But being able to work in the shadows means that he has been able to stay off the Empire's radar. After the events of Solo, a Star Wars story, Voss is replaced by a woman named Kira. Although this hardly matters to Maul. Despite everything, Maul has survived and thrived, and although he believes that Kenobi may have died in the Jedi Purge, he knows that Sidious lives on. So, his lust for revenge is still not quenched. Maul does not forgive, and he does not forget. And that will do it for another chapter in the Complete History of Maul. As always, links for the other parts will be down in the comments below. I want to thank everyone who has been watching and supporting these videos. Your comments, likes and shares are all deeply appreciated. Also, I have now set up an official Batarang to the Butt Instagram page, so be sure to go and check that out and give me a wee follow over there for even more geeky good stuff just like this.